Democrats, let's give a warm welcome to Jesse Gabriel, Assembly Member from the 46th District.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes, Shabbat Shalom. I'm grateful to share a few thoughts today about anti-Semitism and why Democrats must continue to lead the struggle against all forms of hate. While I was born into an activist family, the urgency of my activism changed dramatically the day that Donald Trump announced his Muslim ban. Responding to a call for attorneys, I rushed to LAX, horrified by the chaos and eager to help those who had been unjustly detained. I went to LAX because as an American and a Jewish person, I felt a responsibility to stand with our Muslim friends. That experience at LAX was a powerful wake-up call. A few weeks later, I found myself inside the ugly walls of an ICE detention center in Tacoma, Washington, representing the first DACA recipient to be unlawfully detained. Outraged, I sued Donald Trump, working with a coalition of progressive attorneys to defend our dreamers. I sued the Trump administration because as an American and a Jewish person, I felt an obligation to stand with our undocumented neighbors. While we beat Donald Trump in court and prevented him from ending DACA, we have been far less successful in stopping the hate unleashed by his administration. In recent years, we have witnessed neo-Nazis marching through the streets of Charlottesville, proudly chanting, "Jews will not replace us." We've grieved over deadly shootings at synagogues in Pittsburgh and Poway. We've seen prominent Republicans embrace Holocaust deniers and the worst of the worst extremists. And just minutes from this convention center, Jewish neighborhoods have been targeted with anti-Semitic violence, including multiple shootings earlier this year. Last year, we experienced the highest ever number of anti-Semitic hate incidents, which have increased nearly 500%. We are targeted mostly by far-right extremists, but sadly also by some who claim to share our progressive values. Personally, I confront this hate every time I take my two sweet boys to preschool at our synagogue, where they are greeted every morning by metal detectors and armed security. You see, for all the stereotypes, the truth is that Jews are a small and vulnerable community. California is one of the few places outside of Israel where there is any meaningful Jewish population, and we carry with us deep intergenerational trauma from centuries of persecution and discrimination. But we will never back down in the face of such hate. We are proud of what we have contributed to the Democratic Party, to California, and to the world. We are proud of the legacy of Jewish leaders like Harvey Milk and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who have been at the forefront of movements for racial and social and economic justice. And we draw strength from Jewish tradition, which teaches that the response to hate is love. And so while our Jewish caucus has unapologetically stood up for Jews, we have also made it our mission to embrace all communities targeted by hate. We have stood shoulder to shoulder with the API community and our trans siblings when they have experienced violence. We've supported legislation to protect immigrants and refugees and fought for real reforms to our criminal justice system. And we have been blessed to feel that love in return. The Democratic Party has always been the home of the vast majority of American Jews, and we are proud to stand with all of you and with all of our vulnerable communities. We need to make it clear to folks, to MAGA extremists, if you come for any of us, you will face resistance from all of us. Solidarity is our greatest strength. Together, we will build a safer, kinder, and more just world for all of our children. Im tirtzu, ein zo agada. If we will it, it is no dream. Si se puede. Thank you, and let's get to work.